bursting lips, hangs at half, small cigarette that I picked up off the cold ground. Been trying to break these patterns, but it looks like they'll stick around. At least I won't lose my rhythm or my
Hey, what it do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year's Eve. So today's gonna be a pretty good video. You guys can see that the heavy haul is no longer in the shop. It is completely done. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys everything that we did to that truck. And then there's gonna be another little bit in this video that's kind of sad, but you know what? It was actually a really good day yesterday. You guys can see the old stock trailer right there. My K30 used to be hooked up to that truck, my old Squarebody. So I had a guy come out here this week. I took him for a ride in it. He fell in love, and the dude is just a Squarebody fanatic. I don't think it could have gone to a better home. So we're gonna show you guys some of that. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go and jump on into it, and let's roll. So I'm just pulling back up to the shop today. I had to run into town to go buy some parts for the heavy haul because I made kind of a big whoopsie. I'm gonna explain that to you guys a little bit later on in the video. So hopefully today we wrap up with putting the pintle hitch on, getting that truck all dialed in to actually pull something with the pintle hitch. I gotta put on a trailer plug that I got. Hopefully we can get this all dialed in. I picked up a hole saw to cut a hole for the trailer plug. Gonna run a wire up so we can get all the electrical done. Hopefully get this painted, get this truck completely done. So where the big whoopsie on this was, we cut the wrong two hoses to hook up the trailer brake controller. I'm gonna show you guys why. So in the end, it's my fault. You know, I always take blame for my mistakes, but check this out, guys. Here's the diagram that they give us. This is the trailer brake controller that we bought. And here's the treadle valve or treadle valve. I'm not sure how you say it. But they show two hoses coming out, and there's like a two-way check valve that hooks up in here. So let me go show you guys what's underneath the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and start the truck so we can build some air up so these bags will inflate and actually lift the cab up. Probably about that much, so that'll give us a little bit more room to work under. Now I've been fine with this seat since we started working on this, and I think I'm gonna take this out today because I hardly fit right here. But let me show you guys real quick. All right, well, it's gonna be kind of hard to do, but you guys can see the truck was originally white. Anyhow, that's not important. So we go down here. There are a heck of a lot more than two hoses coming in and out of that valve. So I gotta figure out which ones are the correct hose and then put that check valve in there. And then from there, there's gonna be a little air line, which is this guy right here. It runs up to the controller, which is right here. So I got to figure out which of those hoses are the correct hose. Might be some focus issues, but I just traced this hose right here. This black one runs all the way back to the tank, and this is the main feed for the system. And then from there, all right, so from there, the black hose turns into the green hose, which is 115. All right, so you guys can see hose number 115 right here coming into the bottom of the treadle valve. So from there, this is the air input. This has pressure on it right now, a lot of pressure. This is coming straight from the tanks. So I need to find which two hoses coming out of the treadle valve get pressurized when we step on the brake pedal. All right, now word of advice, if any of you guys are gonna be doing this, you should definitely do this first. Unbolt the seat and slide it back. Because last week when we were working on this, I literally got stuck right here and he had to help pull me up and bring me out. Now, that's not really a problem if you're skinny, but if you're like a big boy, if you got a little bit extra weight like myself, then I would definitely scoot this back. right, I found the two hoses that I was supposed to disconnect in the first place. So there's two hoses, there's an orange and a green one. Those are the ones that I was supposed to disconnect. So, don't be like me, I cut ones up farther up. So for any of you guys who might not be familiar, these little air fittings right here, just this little T, anything that's made by Gates is always super pricey. These were like $54 or $52, somewhere around there. I get a little bit of an Amigo discount. I got them for $42. But even still, $42 for this little piece of metal. This stuff just adds up real quick. So let's go ahead and get this put together, and then we'll get it put in the truck. So if Ryan ends up watching this, he'll probably get a kick out of this. I did pick up some soapstone today. So basically he saw me trying to mark out stuff on this plate with what would be the equivalent in the welding world of a Crayola or a crayon. And mark this out a little bit better with stuff that I can actually see. So basically I'm gonna measure this distance from here, add a little bit over, and then drop it down to where I need it. And I'm gonna punch a hole right there. And that's where the plug's gonna go. All right, so another thing that I gotta do before I wrap this up, I had someone reach out to me on the comments, and I'm probably gonna butcher their last name, but I'm gonna give it a valiant effort. It was Tyler Puccio, I don't know, Puccio, I'm not sure. So I'm sorry, Tyler, but he said that he was taught anytime welding on D-rings that you need to do at least 2 to 3 clean passes, and he said that stick is ideal, but a nice hot MIG will work too. So I'm gonna go with MIG, because that's what I have right here. So big shout out to Tyler. I'm going to go ahead and give this a couple more passes. I'm not opposed to input from you guys. A lot of the stuff that you guys see, I'm just going for it and hoping that it turns out for the best. I'm not saying that my work is shoddy. I try to do the best work that I can, but I am always super appreciative of like good input. So I went and picked up some new welding tips because my last one was just about done for. I think I've got what's going to be my center point right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drill a small pilot hole through that, and then we'll look at it from the back side and see if it's actually where we want it and if it's going to work out okay. Then if that's the case, we'll go ahead and drill the big hole and we'll run the cable to it. All right, literally 3 hours later. Just kidding, 3 hole saw bits later. And that I'm not joking about. We got 1, 2, 3. All those hole saw bits are trash. Barely made it through with this last one. So I knew they were gonna die. That's why I got a couple of them. I probably should have got 4 just to play it safe, but we made it. So anyhow, hopefully they're the right size. I hope this plug even fits in there. Let's find out. All right, we are in there like swimwear. It's beautiful. A little notion so you guys can see how thick this metal is. I mean, that's some thick stuff. I'm gonna take a quick break and run over to my in-laws. Supposedly they cooked up a bunch of shrimp and my feet are cold. And I'm gonna go enjoy some food before I get back at it because I'll probably be up here probably close to midnight. All right, well, I just got back from my in-laws. We had some ceviche for dinner. It was like pretty good stuff. But you guys, it is getting cold. It's rainy. I don't know how much longer I can go tonight. I'm gonna go as long as I can, but it's like that kind of cold that like cuts you. Like I'm almost shaking right now. So let me show you guys what I got real quick. I know a lot of you guys probably watched my little live video that I did, so you probably already saw a bunch of this. But basically, I got this cut, kind of got it wired in. I'm gonna dress it up a little bit more back here, but it runs up there and then just kind of hangs out wild for now. So now I got to wire up the brake controller that's inside. I got to hook it up to battery power, hook it up to ground, and then come back this way and we'll have like a little junction box in the center, probably somewhere around right there where we'll hook the rest of the lights and the turn signals and all that stuff up here. So when we come back here and we plug a trailer into it, boop, we'll have power. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. The truck is super close to being done. I really hope tomorrow's the last day. This truck needs to get out of the shop and needs to get back to work. All I have to do is pick up some bolts for that. I think I have the J-box already. And then make a couple splices, quick good connections. And then this truck's out of here. So I'll be back at it in the morning. I'm not really ending the video yet, but kind of. I'll be back. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night, truck. Holy smokes, is it dark out here. I can't see a dang thing. Oh boy. Let me show you guys how this turned out real quick. I'm not a huge fan of it because I did not pick up any more 1/2-inch air brake hose. That was something that slipped my mind. I do need to get some more, but once I do that, I will mount it in a different location that's like easier to access. I fought these hoses forever. I mean, it is just in like the worst possible spot. There was hardly any room to work with, so let me show you guys what it looks like down there real quick, just so you guys can share my misery a little bit with me. Got the Sweet Work For It sticker. Definitely Had to put some work in to make this happen. So basically the valve is up in there. I know it's like almost impossible to see, but it was a super pain to get these hoses in right here. So basically it's gonna follow these air hoses. I'm gonna mount the check valve somewhere to the frame, and then I'm gonna run the hoses back up and over to the treadle valve, and it'll look a lot much cleaner. That valve is not gonna be in the middle, just kind of hanging there. So for now, I'll be able to get this hooked up. I'll be able to get it actually working, and then I'll be able to get this buttoned up. So put the cover back on so mice, rats, cats, whatever can't find their way up into the cab. And let me show you guys the actual controller real quick. I know it's messy in here right now, don't judge me. So this is the controller. If you guys have ever used an electric trailer brake controller, you guys know that they typically have like a manual one where you can turn the trailer on just by itself, but watch this. You step on the brakes, and the air pressure moves that forward. Pretty cool, huh? To all my Brazilian friends out there, you guys all know what this is. It's really nice on a cold day. It's actually pretty chilly outside. So we're gonna take advantage, since we unbolted the seat and scooted it back a little bit. This guy right here, the trailer brake controller, initially we had double-sided sticky tape, but you guys can tell that the bottom kind of kicked out already. The reason we did that is because we couldn't get a drill in here, but now that we scoot this back, we can go ahead and put the actual bracket that came with it, which is this guy right here. All right, now we got the actual bracket on there. This thing is on there, not going nowhere. All right, well, I think I am 100% done on the inside. I just gave it a real quick clean. Looks real nice in here. I didn't like shine it up or anything, just cleaned it off and vacuumed it out. But here is the finished product inside a nice clean truck. So let's go ahead and move to the back of the truck. All right, well, back at it again today. You guys can see that it's painted up. Did a little bit of rattle can. It's got the Krylon touch, literally. I use the Krylon Farm Implement high glossy enamel. Hopefully it's a little bit on the strong side. I figured since it says farm on it, it might be a little bit tougher, because this is going to be getting beat with trailers, chains, and so I don't think it's going to stay pretty for very long. So there's a junction box on the way. My father-in-law, who's super awesome, is bringing it out to me. Something that I'm probably going to stash underneath this guy. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet. But so basically I'm going to intercept this set of wires, which is used to plug into the big trailers that come on here. And this is like heavy duty stuff. If you guys look, it's got, let me see, 4 12-gauge wires, 2 10-gauge wires, and 1 8-gauge wire. So this is pretty thick stuff. It's a lot thicker than the standard trailer wire, which is that guy, which will be running the electric brakes, just because there's a lot more current that has to flow to the big trailers right here, because they have a ton of lights usually and other stuff. So anyhow, I'm going to tie into this, and then I think we'll be done. We can pull this truck out, we can go test it, make sure it works, and then we'll be done with this video. I love this truck so much. It's like super quiet in here. It's way quieter than the dump trucks. It has an upgraded insulation package. I'm sure you guys can probably hear it a little bit, but it's just super quiet. But we'll see how this goes. I'm actually really nervous that we're gonna get stuck right now. So let's give it a whirl.
How good James is.
All right, let's see if we get this first try or not. I'm kind of doubtful.
Oh, come on, man.
We'll see.
Where's your faith? You want me to turn this light off?
No, you're good.
There you go.
Oh, we got running lights. Oh, we got blinkers. All right, looking good. Is he okay?
What do you want next?
Is he stepping on the brakes right now?
Hit the brakes! Yeah. You working? Brakes?
Turn the blinkers off! Turn the four-ways off! Tell him to turn the four-ways off. Okay, step on the brakes.
Brakes. Truck's got him.
I don't got brakes. I gotta figure that one out. Oh.
Working on the truck, right?
Yeah. Alright, so after my disastrous fail, I'm back at it again. And I totally spaced. And the trailers that plug into that one right there, they have a dedicated circuit for brake lights and a dedicated circuit for blinkers. So that way when you step on the brakes, the blinkers are still able to be blinking while the brake light's on. It's like the standard tow behind trailers that are behind like a pickup. So they typically only have one circuit for like blinkers and brakes combined. So if you step on the brakes and you have the left blinker on, the left blinker is still going to be blinking, but there'll be nothing on that side that shows that the brakes are on. It'll only be on the right hand side that it shows that the brakes are on. So I got some stuff I got to do, and then we'll go back and try it again, and hopefully I am successful on my wiring this time. Hopefully it's not another big thumbs down. But luckily it's not pouring rain right now, and should be a little bit more of a pleasant day. All right, well, I think we're about 100% done. The brake controller is installed. It's nicely tucked away inside. There's nothing exposed inside. This looks good. The hitch is all bolted up. Got all the wiring done. My wife just helped me do like the final test over on the trailer where we turn on the blinkers, the brake lights. Ooh, those are nice. I like it. Here we go.
Your name. My friend plays a mean guitar. He writes the riffs and I sing the bars. And we practice in a band of railroad cars. We sound like trash but think we're superstars. We were just young, dreaming the dream, and trying to make our name up on that local scene. Till late one night when my friend left town, and I started hearing music without the sound. I'm saving money, working the drive-thru, singing through the speaker. Will that be all for you? Cashed it in and I bought that ride. Just a pen, a paper, and my girl at my side said, to find it, but every curtain got a ghost behind it. I hear the voice of my grandma saying, go, but son, if you make it, don't forget about home. I'm getting high, getting drunk every weekend. Behind my girl's back, I've been sneaking. Hear the voice of my father saying, son, it's on me unless you hit number one. Is a den of thieves. I can't afford to live, I can't afford to breathe. Along that barrel I would scrape and scrape till that beautiful day I went and made that mixtape. And label man says there's just too much sound, it's too personal, can you water it down? Forget that, I'm just gonna put this thing out. Let the universe decide if I should wear the crown.
And what a fiasco that was. We went in to do the title change, and somehow the registration got switched from a diesel to a gas, which I know I had the vehicle inspected probably, I'd say 5-6 years ago, and they did the title change for me. But now we had to unload the truck, reload it back up here in this little tiny parking lot, have them come inspect the truck. The lady that worked with us was just a rock star. I love the AAA membership. It's worth its weight in gold. Anyhow, we are headed to his house. All the paperwork's been finalized, and she's going to her new home, guys. Happy, sad, happy, sad. He's super pumped. I'm super excited for him. There goes, last time. New owner. There she goes. All right, so I thought I had an obsession with square bodies, but I've been outdone. The guy that bought my K30, which I think it went to the perfect home, he has a crew cab right here with the Cummins in it that he's been working on. It's got another crew cab right here. It's got a clean dually bed on it. Just rad trucks. He's got another crew cab in the front driveway. Actually, 2 crew cabs in the front driveway now because the K30 Cummins swap is up there. So I just want to show you his trucks real quick. I think it definitely came to the right place. He does have a pretty rad K5 Blazer over there too, which if I could find one truck right now and I had the money to buy it, it'd be that guy right there. That's such a rad truck. I got a trailer kind of like that one. All right, well, there she is in her new home. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road. Good old Denali over there, and yeah. Yep. Hopefully I don't spin out. My tires are kind of bald on the back, but they're not too bad. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws this video. It was a sad one, but I was happy to see the truck go to a good home. So now that we got the heavy haul done, it's out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the go-kart over here, get my mess cleaned up from doing all the hitch work. I know it's really bad. That's just kind of how I work on these projects. So anyhow, I'll get it cleaned up. Then after this is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and order some parts for Big Stinky here pretty soon. So we should have some good material coming up for you guys in a little bit. But thank you guys for watching. If you could do me a huge solid, like, subscribe, share this video with your amigos, hit that notification button so you guys can continue to see this. And I've got a 4x4 Kawasaki quad over there that I might start working on also. I also have not forgotten about the 5K hot sauce giveaway. We got real close on one of the last videos. I might send a bottle of it out anyways just because we got so close. But if the videos hit 5K, someone gets a free bottle of hot sauce. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later.